Hey guys, welcome back to another quick and short video. I had actually made this video and discovered that the sound was terrible, so I'm just remaking the video once more. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to speak as quickly as possible and do this as fast as I can. So if I'm speaking too fast or if I am moving too fast, please rewind the video so that you can watch it over again. I'll promise I will try to make everything as clear as possible, but like I said, it's a second take and I was disappointed when I went to editing and discovered that the sound was terrible. I don't know what happened with my mic, but in any case, in today's video I'm going to show you a tool that I've been using to backtest my strategies for a long period of time. You can quickly take a strategy, plug it in, and then see if in the long term it's going to make you money. Let's face it, every strategy will take a loss here and there, but in the long term you want a strategy that long term can still make a profit. So here's a project that was once used to create Forex robots. Just Google Robo Advisor 007. I don't know if James Bond is involved or was involved with this project. Like I said, the project has been abandoned for some time, so but the tool that you can use for backtesting is still live and it's for free. You don't need to sign up and you don't need to pay anybody. It's for free, it's right there. So if you use a strategy that uses indicators, you can basically use this tool to test your strategies to see if long term they can make money. Of course you're going to make losses here and there, but long term we are interested in seeing whether that strategy can make some money. So let's get into it. By the way, if you are new on this channel, please consider subscribing. That's how you are not going to miss any of our future videos. If you are also looking for free forex robots, indicators, books, trading courses, everything for free, everything that we do on this channel is for free. See the links in the description box below. Visit those blogs and see if you cannot find what you are looking for. If it's not there, you can always come and leave a request on this video, and I'll try my best to look for whatever you're looking for you. The broker that I use, many people always ask me in the videos, the broker that I use, see the link in the description box below. I've been with them for more than 5 years now and I've not had any problems regarding deposits and withdrawals. And one of their best offers is just with just $5 you can open a real life trading account which you can use to test your strategy in real life market conditions. If you're a demo warrior, then it's fine. We do what we need to do. So let's go on with the video. So once you come to this website, Robo Advisor 007, we don't care about the other tabs. We don't really care about these other tabs. What we're interested in is this tab that says strategy. That's where we want to go. So we click and we go in there. So you're going to be confronted with this is the tool that we use for fast back testing, testing our strategies. So here you'll see the backtest output as soon as you start editing your conditions, and here you see the balance chart. So technically we are going to start on, let's see what we have here. Is it 10,000 euro? We're going to start with 10,000 euro. So we will see whether we are going to be able to grow that 10,000 euro or we are going to lose that 10,000 euro. We'll see on this graph, and here we'll actually see whether we made money or we lost money and stuff like that. If we cancel a bit, and then we are going to be using Euro USD. You can change the whatever currencies that you love to trade. Unfortunately, this is the currencies that they had, and this is from the feed that was provided by AM Broker. I think this was the broker that they used for this EA builder. I don't know if I don't even know this AM Broker live Forex broker, so I don't even know, but their feed is what they used used, and the feed before we do anything is between 2003 and 2019. I think 2019, that's when they abandoned this EA Builder project. But we are not interested in the EA Builder project. We're interested in the backtesting tool. That's what we want. We don't care about the EA Builder. So it's a lot of data that you can test your strategy on and see if the strategy is going to make money long term. So let's get on with it. First of all, we can set here the lot size that we're going to use. For some broker, choose whatever lot size that you want to use. Really, you can keep it at 0.1, or you can make it 0.5, or you can make it a standard lot. Do what you want. Here it says trend direction, whether you want to only test buys or sells, or buys and losses and sells. But here we only have either buys only or buys and sells, so we just keep it at buys and sells. Opposite entry signal, I think this might work if you have long only there, but you only want it to sell. If you want the strategy to only sell instead of buying there, you want it to sell. But we are going to choose this, and so we are going to ignore. Then so there is a reverse there. There is a reverse. If you're going to say long only, here you would say a reverse. So when the long conditions appear, the robot or whatever your strategy, you would sell. But we don't want to do that, so let's go back to the normal thing. Stop loss, maybe we use a trailing stop, and maybe we set it at what, at 30. I don't know. You test it with whatever you want to test it. Because I'm going to use moving average crossovers, I don't think I want to set a take profit. You can still set a take profit depending on the strategy that you want to test, but I'm going to use crossovers, so I don't want to set a take profit in pips there. So I'm just going to say not used, and I'm going to accept. Then let's see what we have. If we are using the standard entry there, we now have 100,000 euro to play with. That's what it says. If we go to 0.01, what happens? We go to 10,000 euro. Let's just keep it at 0.1 there. Then here you can set the conditions for buys. If you click here, you can see it's highlighting at the back. You can set the conditions for a sell, but what you find is the moment you set the conditions for a buy here, it automatically also generates the conditions for a sell. So let's just set the conditions for a buy. We are going to use moving average crossover, a famous trading strategy, and already you can see if we're going to use it as the conditions that we have here, this is the output that would have lost some money. I can see we would have lost some money over a period of time. So let's maybe just I love exponential. Wow, look at that. Would have made some money if we used exponential, but if we used simple moving averages, would have lost some money. If we use weighted, let's see, I'm just testing out, would have lost money. But if we use exponential, again, take this with a pinch of salt. Take this with a pinch of salt. So let's say let's just play with the settings here. Maybe let's say I was going to use 5 versus 8 moving average. Wow, loss there. If you're going to trade Euro USD 1 hour time frame between 2003 and 2019, using moving average exponential moving average 5 crossing over moving average exponential 8, would have taken a loss. But anyway, let's set the conditions for closing our trades there. We want again a moving average crossover, and we're going to use again the same conditions, and we're going to say 5 versus 8. Again, if I'm moving too fast, I apologize, because I had made this video and unfortunately the sound was terrible, and so I'm just rushing through. If you miss anything, rewind the video and hopefully you get some value. So yeah, this is a picture on the 1 hour time frame. Long term, that strategy would have lost money. That's what we are getting here. That strategy would have lost some money. Let's see if we see, let's go. You can click and see the graphs there. So this is the balance chart. So you see from the onset we just started losing money. Then there was a period where we made some money, some 550, and then again started losing money. And this is the drawdown that we had, drawdown. And these are periods where we probably couldn't take any trades or something like that. I don't know, but gives you a picture based on the feed that was provided by this broker between these periods. This is what this strategy would have produced long term. Let's maybe check on 4 hour time frame. Wow, look at that. 4 hour time frame, we could have made some profit. Let's just go back to balance chart. So 4 hour time frame, we actually start good, then we lose some money, then we make some money, then kind of stagnant, then some money, then a period of losing money, then a period of making money, then it goes on like that. Eventually we end up with $720, and you can see there will be the drawdown. This is drawdown in currency. Then there were days where we couldn't we were not taking trades or something like that, according to this strategy. If you want to see the indicator chart, this is the trades that we would have taken. For example, here we had a crossover there and we bought here, but it was a loss because you can see it immediately went against us, so it was a loss. And then we sold here, and I think here we got taken out at trading stop or something like that. Then we had another crossover somewhere here and we bought again. It turned out to be a loss. Then we had a crossover here and we actually made some money, but because we are relying on closing these trades at crossovers, would have somewhat get taken out at trailing a stop there. So you can see what was happening. You can see what was happening here. We took a buy, another buy there. It probably we got taken out at trailing stop there. So you can actually go through time. You can see we're at 2019. You can actually go through time. Now we're in 2018. You can actually go through time and check these trades, how your strategy would have performed over time, over a very long time. So you can see here where the crossover there, but because of our trailing stop was too tight, so we got stopped out here. But if our trailing stop was not too tight, probably would have realized this move. So you see why sometimes it's taking losses. So from there you can actually start tweaking your strategy, whether you are tweaking the trading stop or whether you are here. Again, we were taken out a trading stop, but it was a good entry there. We didn't realize the full potential of that trade because we were taken out a stop loss, a trailing stop there. And here we had a good entry for a sell, but apparently our trailing stop was too tight, so we got taken out again and we watched the trade go without us. So from here you can actually start deciding what you probably need to tweak to make your strategy more profitable. Here maybe we go back here and we say what, maybe our trailing stop, we say what, 50. Let's make it 50 and see what happens. 50, see an immediate improvement in profit there. If we go back to, you see the chart is now changed. the chart is now changed. So if we moved our trailing stop a little bit back and not set it too tight over a period of time, now it's starting from 1971 to 2019, over a period of time we could have actually made some good profit. So what we're getting from this is, first of all, moving average crossover using these smaller settings on exponential moving averages. They work best if you are using Euro USD. They work best on 4-hourly time frame, higher time frame. Let's see if we can change this to daily. Oh, daily it's a disaster. Daily it's a disaster. But on 4-hourly time frame, we can make some money. If we go to 1 hour, a disaster on 1 hour time frame, there would be a period where you'd make some money, but you'd end up giving that money back. So if we go back to 15 minute, not as big a loss, but still a loss on that account. So with this strategy would have worked perfect for 4-hour time frame, Euro USD, and using these settings if you are going to be trading the moving average crossover. By the way, let me just check something. Short entry, it's set correctly, and short exit, it probably should say, let's see, this one is set wrong. I've set it wrong. It needs to be downward. Maybe that's part of the reason as well. It needs to be downward. When it goes down, then we close our buy entries. So you can see now it's improved again. So I'd set it the wrong way there. We are going to close buys when they cross over going downward. So yeah, I think there was a mistake that I'd made there. So just check, just confirm that the settings that you have here are correct. So all you can see that with those settings you could have made some money. There were periods of drawdown, of course. There were periods of drawdown, but eventually you could have made some money. So this is the chart. This is the chart with a crossover here, and would have bought here, but unfortunately our trailing stop is now way behind, so we got stopped out almost at our entry there. But you win some, you lose some. We bought here and we got stopped out there, and we bought again here and we eventually got stopped out at this trailing stop here. So this is according to the feed that was provided by this broker. It might be different with the feed that's provided with your broker, taking consideration things like spread. Of course, here the spread was set at 6 points. Probably your broker charges a different spread, so I'm not saying you're going to get exactly the results that you hear, but I'm saying this gives you an idea of whether the strategy that you are testing out is going to be profitable long term. Of course, there are going to be periods where you will be taking some losses, but what we're interested in is long term. Does that strategy make you money, or is it going to lose you money long term? That's what we are interested in. So we can see from here, this strategy on Euro USD would have probably made us some money long term. But if we change it, let's say if we were to use it on GBP USD, would have taken a loss. On GBP USD, it would have taken a loss. If you can see here, we actually just start with a loss, so it wouldn't have worked on GBP. We would have made some money here, lost it again, made some money here, lost it again, made some money, lost it here, made some money, but eventually it's a crazy one on GBP USD. So, but what I'm trying to say is, now from using this, you can actually start tweaking your settings and see what probably would work. Let's see and change here again. I'm just throwing in random numbers. So here the loss would not have been as big. If we go back, Yes, we start with a loss, then there was a period of making money, then there was a period of loss, then there was a period of making money. So this is the balance on our account. So yeah, this is how you basically can back test your strategies fast and easy and for free. We go to the indicator chart. You can see what was happening there. We took a buy here because we had a crossover there, but it was definitely a loss there. Let's see here. We actually took a loss. We took a sell here, a good one, but because of our trailing stop, we actually got stopped out and we lost all this money. That's what it's telling me here. And then you can go back in history here. That was a good trade. We took a buy here and we actually closed out at trailing stop there. Unfortunately, we did not realize this other part. So you start from there and you start deciding, is your trailing stop too tight or is your settings too tight? What do you want to do here? We have a trade that probably almost realized its full potential, almost, because we got stopped out again, a trailing stop there, and we missed this move. Probably that's why we are also losing money here. And let's say M30, a huge loss. So then you would have to go back here and see if you can tweak your settings. If you can tweak your settings, then if we do it like that, if we go back to 1 hour, a huge loss there. 4 hour, you see, now we would have been profitable long term if we go back to our chart. So long term, you see, if when you watch this chart just now, we got stopped out somewhere around here, but now because we gave our trailing stop some freedom, we actually ended up getting stopped out somewhere around here. So we could have caught this whole move here, and unfortunately, of course, we would have bought there and lost some money here. So eventually you then sometimes improve the results, and sometimes it also works against you, because this trade probably we would have stopped here if we had a tight trading stop, but now we got stopped out here because it's still giving it room, but we had a wick that stopped us out there, and here we actually took a big L here. You can see. So you can actually go through time back until 1993 to actually see how your strategy would have performed, and you can do this for free. That's the point of what I'm trying to push with this video, is you can do this for free. You don't need to pay anybody. Look, if we use this on Euro USD, let's just see profitability. If we were going to use that strategy on Euro USD, there were periods of losses, yes, but generally our account balance remained positive. As you can see here, if we go here, of course we took some losses there, but there were periods where we were realizing the full potential of our trades. Here we did take a loss there, but we bought here and we could have closed here, but unfortunately we closed there. So you can actually start using this data to actually tweak your forex strategy, especially if you rely on indicators like moving average, crossovers, and stuff like that. And like I showed you, you don't need to log in, you don't need to sign up. I think the guys behind this project, they've long abandoned it, so you're not going to sign up anything to log in anything. It used to be an EA builder, but now there's just this tool that you can use to test your strategies and see if they'll be able to give you money. Here you can actually add some more conditions. Maybe you say MACD. Maybe we add a MACD, and we want maybe MACD to cross 0 line upward for a buy, and we accept. and for a short entry when it closes crosses downward. And here we just for closing the trades, maybe we just keep the moving averages. So this will be the chart that you would have. But now MACD is now filtering some of the trades. Now they are not as common. So if we go back to our balance chart, so over time it still did go up, but not as much as it did without the MACD filtering the trades. You can see the drawdown and stuff like that. Here you can actually see the trading journal. So these are the trades that would have made starting from 1972 up to around about 2019. So these are the trades that would have taken, and these trades, some of them were actually losses, and some of them were wins, some of them were losses. So you can actually if you go to stats info, you can see here if the strategy would have worked, and understand some of this data. You can see basically how you would have made or lost money, really. So yeah, tell me what you think about this tool. That's the point of this video. Go ahead and test it out. Like I said again, it's Robo Advisor 007. It used to be an EA builder, now it's not, but we can still use this backtesting tool for free to test our strategies. Maybe let's remove MACD, and maybe let's change this 1021. Let's apply. So we basically, so without the MACD, we could have made a lot more money like that. We would have made a lot more money with that. If we go back to stats, so we could have made a lot of more money. I think the reds are losses. I'm not sure about this. Explore this in your own time. But as you can see here, the balance in our account, we just grow it. So I think what you can get from here then, let's say you just want to do an argument, is then that if you're going to use moving average crossovers and you are going to use these lower values, what you want to do is only use higher time frames, especially on Euro USD. So you are going to be making some losses here and there. It's unavoidable in trading, but we are interested in the long-term picture. We want our account to continue growing. So that's what we have on this. If we go back to our journal, so if we start 1971, of course there were some losses, there were some profits, profits, and we can come back to 2019 years where there were some profits and there were some losses and stuff like that. You cannot avoid that. The problem that people do is they take a loss today with their strategy, they drop that strategy and they start looking for something else. But maybe long term that strategy actually works. That's what people don't realize in trading. So yeah, test out this tool. Test it out. Maybe let's see if we're going to give this thing a standard lot. Let's see if we're going to give it a standard lot. Probably would have made some money, but it doesn't look like we would have changed some settings here. What's common moving average crossover combination? 2150. Let's see if it was going to work for us. Huge loss. Let's just do that. 2150. Maybe these higher numbers would. So eventually, so we just need to tweak the settings there. So yeah, it would still have made some loss, but I don't like the graph. See, because you started positive, but then it started going downwards. You are making money, but eventually you are making money. There are periods where you are making money, but eventually it's a race to the bottom. Instead of having a graph going this way, we are having a graph that's going that way. So yeah, you can see not a good trading strategy. And yeah, you can go through your trades there. You can go through the trades that would have happened there. Not a good way to trade, I guess. Yeah, you can see, I think, yeah, we can tell that maybe if we change time frame, let's see if we go to daily, terrible on daily, 1 hour, worse on 1 hour, you would have blown the account. You would have blown the account there and there. So 5 minute, again terrible results. 1 minute, terrible results. So it looks like for me, for all time frame is actually good for moving average crossovers. That's what I'm trying to that's what I'm seeing here. There are a lot of indicators that you can still test here if you're somebody who uses indicators. So yeah, I think let's end the video here. Go and test it out, and basically you can quickly get a result of whether over a period of time the strategy that you are using would have made money or not. Again, this is to be taken with a pinch of salt, because this is based on a feed that was provided by AM broker. So your broker might be providing a different feed, so it's to be taken with a pinch of salt. And this spread, I think they have not adjusted it for news and stuff like that. So again, to be taken with a pinch of salt. But I think this gives you a general idea of whether the strategy would have worked long term, or it would have been a losing trust strategy long term. Guys, leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. See the links in the description box below. We will see you in the next one. Bye.